different sensitivity, whatnot. You got to get to know the girl themselves. It's like a gentle little flower, and each type of flower is gonna smell different. And hopefully, this flower is smelling pretty good.
Hopefully so.
Yeah. So do this quickly, and you should know you're doing it right when her legs start to shake. When the legs start to shake, and depending on her body language, and depending on the noise that she's making, you're going to know that you're doing it right.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to pay attention to those signs too. So when you sense that she's getting up there and about to have an orgasm, take her clit in your mouth, and then move your girl as she moves around. Don't stop sucking her clit, and that's one of the mistakes a lot of guys do. They either don't suck it or they don't suck it enough. They just tease it at this point. Well, when she's getting to orgasm, you need to continue on or she's going to stop going to orgasm and then it's not going to be as good as what it should be.
Yeah.
Women are funny like that. We're funny fucking creatures. So as you're doing that, finger fucker.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Don't just fucking do what you're doing with your fucking mouth. Use your fucking hands too. You can multitask. I know when I go down on the guy, I multitask. So, guys can do that too. Fuck.
Absolutely. You gotta put some effort into it.
Exactly. So, finger the roof of her vagina and other extremely sensitive areas. Could be the asshole as well. And then finger her while you're eating her and give her moods. Let her move around on your fingers.
Yeah.
And you also got to get to know her orgasm systems. We briefly touched on this just a few moments ago, quivering of the legs. So women, they have some signs that they might be, reaching an orgasm or they're really horny. So, of course, obvious, the nipples get hard. And I think that works for both genders.
Yeah.
I think both genders, when they get horny, both their nipples get hard. She can be flush red, blood pressure, whatnot. She begins to tremble and her legs start quivering around, and they also start closing around your head. They tighten. So you're doing your job right when the woman's legs are like against your ears and hair, So, got to know her signs. And again, every woman's different.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. So don't let go of her clit when she starts orgasming. Briefly touch on this too. A lot of guys make that mistake. She starts orgasming, and the guys, move on to something else. Well, what you're doing right now is currently working. She's building herself up. Let her build herself up. Her orgasm is going to be a lot stronger. She may hit that multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple's awesome.
Just plan on being there a while.
Yes, learn to breathe through your ears.
There you go.
But that works for both sexes too, because when a girl goes down on the guy, like you got to think. Right now I'm talking about pussy, but I do believe that both genders need to do their part too. That's what makes it fun in the bedroom. Fun, like.
Hell yeah.
So, and the cherry on the cake. So some women like to have anal section as well. So don't just forget. When you're doing something vaginally, some girls like anal, so do anal as well. Myself, I'm a huge fan of anal. You guys all know that. So I'm not very shy about that one. And after the orgasm wave, keep making love to her because it's going to happen again. Women can have multiple orgasms during sex, where a man, generally, they build, and then once they come, the big come, they need a break.
And that's all she wrote.
Yes, yeah. So, and we've talked about, diet. We talked about smells for both genders. We talked about all sorts of things. And like I said before, if your vagina smells funny, girls, go get it checked out because that's not cool. A lot of guys will not go on a smelly vagina.
No,
they really won't.
It's not the place you want to be.
And that's exactly it. So I guess this just turned into a two-parter. Yay! I encourage people to send their questions or topics to either on Twitter at VJSexyHippie or email them to me at VJSexyHippie@gmail.com. And thank you very much for having me once again, Stoner Jesus.
Word. Everything going okay with the new Prime Minister? Everything on track?
Yes, he's been sworn in, and he picked his cabinet. And the big talk right now is that he did a 50-50 of male and females.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of new people in there. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen But again, we all know how it is with politics.
Yeah.
We all know that they may say one thing and do another, but I'm pretty hopeful right now for my country, and I'd like to try to remain optimistic up to this point. So let's see what happens. It's better than Harper.
Hell yeah.
So thank goodness.
Awesome.
Yes. So
Thank
anyways,
you,
I'll be
VDJ.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Word. Sex, toys, and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy Hippie. Can't remember last time I was optimistic about our government. Well, I don't think I was. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time since people in the United States have had anything to be optimistic about. It sucks. Anyway, continuing with the sex talk, coming up after our awesome sponsors, make sure you check out their banners on stonerjesus.net and cannabisradio.com. VDJ will have more of the pussy licking next Friday. That's when we do sex toys and stories from the road with VDJ Sexy. It'll be coming up, Kendra Sunderland, also known as Library Girl, KS Library Girl on Twitter. She's got a bit of a hot water. A bit of a hot water? Man, something's fucking off tonight. I don't know what it is. I'm fucking misfiring. The cylinders are misfiring. Shit. She got into a bit of hot water. She was doing her cam show in a college library, and apparently people saw it, and they didn't like that. They freaked the fuck out. Talked to her about that. She also loves weed. We love weed, too. What a fucking coincidence. So talk to her coming up. Oh, shit. What else? I'm fucking forgetting something. Oh, yeah. God damn it. So we're talking about sex. I should remember this. The Fleshlight Quickshot giveaway. I'm going to announce the winner tonight, and then I'll tweet out the winner after the show. Thanks to everybody who participated and retweeted all the hashtag SJ Show. Well, what as many of you as I would have liked, but you know, it is what it is. You win a Fleshlight Quickshot. If you want to buy anything from Fleshlight, there's a Fleshlight banner on stonerjesus.net that you can check out and order for Christmas coming up. I don't know. Just go do it. So that'll be coming up after the interview with Kendra, KS Library Girl, on Twitter. Make sure you go check her out. Stoner Jesus Show podcast recorded live on November 6, 2015. We're on Cannabis Radio on Spreaker. We'll be back, Dig Nuggets.
The Stoner Jesus Show on CannabisRadio.com.
Hello, you dirty hippies. Stoner Jesus here to tell you that it's okay to smoke like a dirty hippie, but it's not okay to smell like one. Check out our awesome Stoner Jesus Show sponsor, Skinfully Wicked. Click that sinful soap banner on stonerjesus.net. They have all kinds of soaps and other cosmetic creams. Skinfully Wicked, the natural skincare for the inked. They also have a lot of handcrafted natural soaps that contain hemp seed oil. Click that sinful soap banner on stonerjesus.net. Or check out skinfullywicked.com. You can also follow them on Twitter at skinfullywicked. The easiest thing to do to check out all of their soaps and skincare products is to click that sinful soap banner on stonerjesus.net. And remember, don't smoke the soap. The Stoner Jesus Show is brought to you in part by Hemptations.com and PlanetEverywhere.com. They got a lot of awesome stuff for you to check out. But don't just take my word for it. Let Beach, the owner of Hemptations, tell you all about it.
It's a very large selection of hemp goods, everything from reusable coffee filters to frisbees, bandanas, everything Planet Everywhere on the site is made in Cincinnati, Ohio, made locally. We also have other retail products from our cosmetics, Earthly Body product, bags on the retail site. You know, again, anybody local in Cincinnati can go to Hemptations.com and get the info on the stores. Planet Everywhere is our .com is our retail site. You can can hit me up on Hemptation Beach or like my Facebook page, Hemptations or Hemptations 2. I'm on Twitter, Google, I'm on the internet everywhere, just like everyone. We love to hear from people all over the world, positive things about industrial hemp. That's what I do. That's what we do. Largest selection of industrial hemp on the planet in the stores. And I'd like to grow that inventory to be able to say that I haven't actually checked out all the other hemp retail spots to see if we have the largest amount on our planet everywhere. But it's a fair selection.
And as Beach always says,
having temptations.
You're listening to the Stoner Jesus Show. Not only can Stoner Jesus Show podcasts be found on stonerjesus.net, you can also find them on cannabisradio.com. You can also find the show by searching Stoner Jesus on Spreaker.com and the Spreaker Radio app, also the Stitcher Radio app, iTunes, the iHeartRadio app, and iHeart.com. If you want the links to all of these, go to stonerjesus.net. In the top menu bar, there's a page that says Listen to the Stoner Jesus Show. There you can find all the different ways you can listen to the Stoner Jesus Show podcast. All other information on the show can be found at stonerjesus.net.
Your connection to quality cannabis insurance services is spelled Kaercher. That's Karcher Insurance. We have worked with ventures like cannabis for over 60 years. We're proud to represent over 50 companies with tailor-made cannabis plans for owners just like you to insure your product, your plants, and your pursuits. Kaercher spells out their full-service insurance services ranging from commercial to bonds, to personal, from life to health, and more. Contact the team at KarcherInsurance.com and let our experience work for you. That's Kaercher Insurance.com.
Contact Karen and the team at Karcher Insurance at 1-844-421-3560. That's 844-421-3560.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every day. Medical marijuana is my last resort, and it helps me when all other drugs have failed. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Stoner Jesus Show podcast. Recorded live on November 6, 2015. Welcome to everyone listening live and on podcast. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Cannabis Radio on Spreaker, podcast on CannabisRadio.com and StonerJesus.net, and all the platforms you just heard, iTunes and iHeart and all that shit. Bunch of new platforms, bunch of new listeners. Welcome to everyone. It's time now for our interview with Kendra Sunderland, also known as Library Girl. I guess it was about a year ago. She became famous, and her viral video went viral. Her viral video went viral. It's been one of those nights. But that's how people got to know who she was. She was doing a cam show in her college library. And a lot of those chicks, they have like the green screen or whatever, and they do it that way. But she was in the library and got into some trouble for it. So we're going to call her and talk to her about that. Hopefully I have this number in here right. Hopefully things go well. There's not a technical issue. God. Had the fucking the technical shit the other night with Ralph Sutton. I don't want to get into it. I don't have time for a rant. I don't have time for a rant right now. So let's call Kendra, KS Library Girl on Twitter.